everybody. Hey everybody, welcome. I just wanted to say I'm excited today. I have a special guest with me, a friend of mine from the Netherlands, Ranja, and she is going to be talking with me today about her experience in the Legacy Builder. Ranja, welcome.
Thank you. Great to be around here.
So, can you kind of start our viewers off with a little bit about, your experience and like where you're from and who you are?
Yes, sure. So, I'm from the Netherlands. I live in a city in the north of the Netherlands. It's called Groningen. And I had many different jobs where I got stuck in because I'm a very sensitive person. So when there's a lot of going on around me, then you know I I used to get overwhelmed very easy. And then I started for myself. I became a spiritual business coach because I had some remarkable spiritual experiences. And I did that for 8 years. And after about 4 years, I was thinking, okay, people are getting huge transformations in their life. And I am still like, I don't hope, I'm not ready for that the washing machine is going to be broke because I can't pay it. So then I started with a mastermind with a business coach, and it changed everything because I learned to master my mind, and then I changed my contents, I changed my delivery, and that's actually brought me to another thing in entrepreneurial thing, and that is a high ticket closer. I don't know if you heard. Did you ever heard about that?
No, I have not.
Okay, well, a high ticket closer is someone who is talking to potential clients from from even kijken, how do you say that in English? Sometimes I have to think, translate all the time. A high ticket closer is on the telephone for a successful, in my case, online entrepreneur who is offering programs for at least $2,000, $3,000.
Mhm.
And I am, as a high ticket closer, I am on the telephone like to figure out if this person is really ready to take the leap, to
Gotcha.
ready, it's like a strategy call. Maybe you've
Mhm.
heard earlier about that, a strategy call. So I did strategy calls for 4 years for other successful online entrepreneurs. And then all the entrepreneurs I was working for, they said like, okay, well, we really love the collaboration, but we are going to scale up. We are only going to work with clients who are earning 20, 30, 40, 50K a month. So we don't need you anymore. So because we are going to do the strategy calls for ourselves. So I suddenly lost my income. And then I thought I really would love to have something again for my own, but I don't want to make my own product services and all that stuff because I don't want that. There's such a lot already out there of ebooks and online courses you know, and you want to have, of course, something that you are absolutely sure about that these products that you are making or promoting are of high demand. And if you have no clue about it, where do you start, right? So
Mhm.
then I just, I put in the universe, sent out a sign. I said, I am ready. Give me something I can do from the comfort of my home. And there the Legacy Builder program came my way.
Isn't that
So
something?
it's a little bit a long introduction, but gives you a kind of an overview where I'm coming from.
Oh, absolutely. I love that. I love that. So now you're into the Legacy Builder, and so tell me, what, like your first, how long have you been in the Legacy Builder?
Legacy Builder since the last day of July in 2024.
Oh, okay. So about 7, 8 months. Awesome. So
Yeah,
when you started, what would you say, like, how did you feel when you first started?
I felt so excited. And you know what has been the and still is the game changer for me because I am living alone. I have no kids. I have no spouse. I am living alone, and I I developed over time. I developed this mindset from abundance and prosperity and wealth and just have a big vision. And I noticed that in my direct environment, there are not these people. And this Legacy Builder program comes with this amazing community of over 50,000 people. And they are all having their mindset in the right way. And for me, as a person who is living alone, that makes all the difference why I'm so excited about this Legacy Builder program.
Oh, Rajana, you absolutely said it. The community, we're 50,000, like you said. And I am amazed every day at just how connected everybody is and supportive, right?
Amazing.
Like I got on this morning and my friend from South Africa had posted a video. She said, I just want somebody to give me some feedback, and I was able to do that. And it's kind of cool because now I have friends in the Netherlands, I have friends in South Africa, I have a friend in Ireland. So it's all because of this community.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I had no idea, because if you don't know what you miss, then you don't know, right?
Right.
And now I know, my goodness, there is an online community with only positive people. Really, just really, where do you find that in the offline world? Such a big group of only supportive people. For me, it feels like adding a second family to my life.
Oh, I love that.
So it
Yeah.
really is. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me, what do you think, like when you started, how were you with technology? Were you good with
Oh
technology?
my goodness. Not at all. Not at all. And that was also something, because when you start a normal online business, and then you have to figure out everything by yourself, and there's no help, and certainly not tech help. So you have to hire someone in, that costs money and all the stuff. And that was really something I was not looking for. So I really thought a way out. Well, could it be possible that there is something out there that's, I don't have to have, and also I don't want to develop the tech skills, because I just don't like it at all, right? And if I don't like it, I totally forget. So people can explain me something, and in 5 minutes it's gone. It's
Mhm.
just gone. So that is what I really love about. I mean, this is a fully automated, already built system. So,
Yeah.
the only thing we need to do is to plug in our own details, like an email address and a domain name, and of course our personal bank account details, and that's it.
Yeah. And another thing I love is all the education we get around technology. Like I think there's 2 tech calls a week.
Yeah.
So if for some odd reason you're having challenges with social media or you're having challenges, with your website, if there's something there that's not working right, you can get on those calls and they are so responsive. You can actually even get on the community and post something. And they're like, I did that one day and literally within 10 minutes I had my answer. I'm like, holy smokes. you know you
It
don't
seems
get
like,
that
yeah,
from any other company. um,
true, true,
so
true.
I love the responsiveness. What do you think about all the education, all the training that you get? Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I am used to, and I think most people who are watching this also right now, well, we are all used to, if you don't know anything about anything, you go to YouTube. But you know what it is? This person says this, another person says that, and you are, at the end of the day, you have your head full of information, but you are confused because you don't know anything where to start, because everybody is saying something else. And what I just love about the education in here, everything is in one place.
Mhm.
So it's not confusing, it's not overwhelming, because every video takes about, the daily mentoring videos are about 5 till 10 minutes
Mhm.
mostly. And of course, you can watch a lot of replays about social media. And what I really love, it's such a beginner friendly system, because it's really like, if you don't know anything about online marketing, it really starts with how to put up an account for TikTok. I mean, just
Yeah.
like that. Really. This morning I spoke to someone who just got in the Legacy Builder program. And he said, well, I never was on social media. I really need to go to that specific training, how to put up a
Mhm.
Facebook account, or or a TikTok account. I have to really go there first.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. And yeah, there's a plethora of knowledge. I think what I love about it is it's not just you can watch the recordings, like they stay up on all the trends for us, you know. So
what do you
when
say? The
something changes,
trends?
like the TikTok algorithm stuff changed, you
Oh
know,
yeah,
they are on it
yeah.
and they're pushing it out to us right away. And so there's no need for us to worry. Like if there's going to be a change in an algorithm on one of the platforms, we know about
We know
it.
it at first.
I am so I just love that. You know, I love how attentive they are to making sure we have good quality, you know, knowledge. Let me ask you a question. So when you started, what was a challenge that you had to overcome?
Well, I had a huge challenge in the beginning. I have been on Facebook. I think, well, I would say also my whole life, but that is not possible, of course. But I have been on Facebook for years. All my clients and all the customers I did with every business that I had came from Facebook. And I had such a huge network over there. And then what happened? I just was in, I just started with Legacy Builder program. And I think I started at the end of July. And in September something, my Facebook got hacked. I lost everything, everything. One moment it was there, and the next moment it was gone. I lost 3,500 contacts I had collected over the last 12 years. It was really something. I was in a kind of a shock, something, um, because I thought, well, a lot of people are knowing me already on Facebook, so it's going to be easy to just now start to talk about Legacy Builder program, and then suddenly it was gone. I was in grief for about a week. I was so, I don't know, everything, it was like, oh my goodness, what to do now? And then I suddenly thought, but I have a winner mindset. I have a winner mindset. Wait a minute, what am I doing? There are so many other platforms. Okay, I have to start all over, but why not? I have to. I was forced to go to another platform. I could have chosen, of course, for, oh, this is not working, and I lost my Facebook, and what to do, and then I go into victimhood, right? And victimhood will never brings you anywhere, right? So I thought, okay, Mike was telling about YouTube. That's the thing. I thought, okay, well, I'm used to be in front of camera, so that's not the problem. I thought, okay, I'll go to YouTube. And then I thought, okay, let's give myself a big boost. I'm going to do a thing that's way out of my comfort zone just to push myself to make videos every day. So I made 3 long form videos a day for 30 days. So I had a YouTube channel with more than 90 videos.
Wow.
So, and that is something that I think sometimes I mean, we are all human, and I'm I'm I know for sure we all have our hindrances and obstacles and things in our life that are in our what we think is not working out. But maybe, just maybe, are these obstacles there to force yourself to instead of like this, go like this.
Mhm.
And maybe there is the buried treasure. We don't know, but things are happening, and just go with it as a stepping stone to a next level with your mindset. So that is something I really would like to give here.
I love the fact that you went into solution mode. You know, you
Yeah.
had a little bit of a meltdown, but then you went into solution mode. And I did something similar when I joined, because I only had a Facebook account, right? But I've come from a life of, I've done a lot of multi level marketing
Oh yeah, me too, me
programs.
too. Yeah.
And so my Facebook was so used to seeing that. I thought if I put one more thing out there, they're probably going to unfriend me. so so I decided to go in a completely different direction and I went on TikTok. I didn't even know what
Okay.
TikTok was. but I did the trainings and then I set up my account and that's where I've been. And I'm loving it. Like, I love it. There's just like, I don't know. I just love it. I love the engagement with, my customers and all that stuff. But I started doing YouTube now.
Oh, great, great.
And yes,
That's
because I
totally
too,
different.
it is completely different.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but getting out of your comfort zone is
yeah,
so key. So many people want to start their own business, but they want to stay right in here.
yeah.
And they're the ones who sit and spin their wheels and they get
True.
frustrated and discouraged. And, but when you can help them really understand that they're afraid of failure mostly,
True.
and so
True.
they don't want to step out. But when you can teach them strategies of how to do it in small increments so that they're going to be uncomfortable, but maybe not as uncomfortable as they would if they jumped out of an airplane. You know what I mean?
True. True.
They can, if when they can start getting small wins, now all of a sudden they're like, this isn't so bad, because they're just so fearful of what they don't know and can't see.
Exactly. But that is
And
also where the blueprint comes in, and what I
yes.
really love about the 2 hour workday, because it's just 3 steps and we do it every day, and that's it.
Mhm.
Every day the same old stuff we are doing, you know.
Yep. Our content's different every day.
Our content is different, of course. Yes,
But
yes.
yes, to your point, I mean, you get into a routine. And that's the other nice thing about this, is because people can actually do this around a full-time job, because it doesn't have to be done all at one time. I have a customer who, she has a full-time job. So she does a little bit in the morning, she gets on at her lunch, and then she does some after her kids go to bed.
Wow.
And
Wow.
that's how, and she's working, she's making a really nice income for herself now, so it is totally possible. You just have to learn, like I do mine first thing in the morning. I like to get it done.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah.
Because sometimes, because I love my freedom.
Yeah.
This is something new for me because I lost my job in July of last year
Oh,
and
okay.
knew I wasn't going to go back to corporate America. I was just tired. I was tired and burnout. And I said, I too wanted to do something where I could work from home.
Yeah.
Um, I was taking care of my parents and all that stuff. So I needed to have more time so I could be there. And this business afforded me the last 4 months of my mom's life to be with her every day.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
that's precious. My
I
goodness.
don't get that back, right? So I have those memories. And now I
Wow.
get to take care of my father. He's trying to learn how to live life without his best friend and lifelong
Oh, wow.
partner. So yeah. So I'm so grateful to be able to do that.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
and it's the freedom of time. It's also, generating income, but the freedom of time, I think, has been, for me at least, more important,
Yeah.
because that's something we can't get back. You can always make more money. You can't make more time.
True. True.
So what's something that has surprised you about being in the Legacy Builder?
Um, well, actually, a lot of things, but that was actually also the things that I was so thrilled about before I got in, because I was looking for a long time to start something for myself that I didn't have to make products and services for. And I investigated a lot. I mean, I was all over the place on the internet, right?
Mhm.
And but here in the Lexi Builder program, all the ingredients are exciting. There is, for me, there's nothing. I never had that before. There's nothing that I think of, nah, that is something I really don't like. Just nothing. And that is actually the most surprising part, because I used to be very critical on a lot of things. So to have something where there is just nothing off track for me,
That's
that's just,
amazing.
yeah, it's just amazing. That is just amazing. Yeah.
And you don't get that in a job.
No, not at all.
So,
Not at
wow.
all. Not at
I
all.
agree. I mean, I come from a background of education. So, I've taught personal and leadership development for
Oh, wow.
25 years. And so I
Wow.
come from a background of education. So coming into this and seeing just the education in Kajabi, right? So
Yeah.
like how to get started was mind blowing. But then you come over into the community, into the classrooms, and oh my word, there's so much for you to absorb. And there's no reason people cannot be successful in this business because there is content around it. I think one of the hardest things for people to get used to in the business is developing content, you know
The what? The value?
developing their content.
Oh, developing. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and the amazing thing is there's so much education out there in the classroom that goes over that, how to structure it, and you and I are both in a mastermind, and we've been challenged to do things a little different this week.
Yeah,
And I don't know if you're taking the challenge, but I'm doing it, and
I'm doing it
it's
too.
working. It's already working. I'm blown away. I actually messaged my accountability group and I said, ladies, this is day 2 and it's already working.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Yeah. So
Did
it
you
it's
did you do the 5 videos or 5 posts or 5 videos or 3 videos on one day?
yes, I'm doing 3 videos a day on TikTok and I'm doing them consecutively. And then, I'm attaching to the next video
Yeah.
and it's working. My views are up,
Whoa!
my engagement's up, everything. I'm blown away.
Woo!
So, but that's the kind of education we get. And that's how it affects our business.
Absolutely.
So, and yeah, that's why it's really hard to put into words to people,
Yeah.
especially when we're doing our content. I think sometimes they think that we're just kind of blowing smoke, but it's not smoke. It's
Exactly.
true, proven experiences
Yeah.
that
True.
we're
True.
having in this business. I think part of the challenge is you have to treat your business like a business.
Absolutely.
And you have to show up for it every single day, and you have to work, you know income producing activities about 2 hours a day, but then think about all the content that you want to educate yourself on so that you can get really good at your business, right?
True.
And that's just something you can do that in your spare time, but you want to be adding that to your business because it's going to give you money back tenfold.
Yeah.
We've seen how many, I think there's 105 people in the community right now that are making 6 figures or more.
I thought 1200.
I'm sorry.
1200 I thought in the Legacy Builder programs. 12 there are for I thought 1200 self-made millionaires in the Legacy Builder program.
Oh, is there? Oh, that's news. Okay, I did not see that. So that's very possible.
That's
Very possible.
very possible.
So yes, it is so achievable
And you know what
if you
I love?
follow the process.
And what I love, because I had a few business coaches in my life, and well, most of the time they are charging about 10, 20,000 dollars a year, something. And here, and that is something for me very surprisingly. Oh, that's what you asked before. What is very surprisingly, here we get daily mentoring from a self-made millionaire for free. That
Yeah.
is just such mind-blowing thing. I mean, if I talk to other entrepreneurs and I tell them, then I say that can't be true. That just can't be true. I said, well, it is so. I can show you. It is so.
Mhm.
You know, because it is. It sounds too good to be true, but it is true. And that is also, I think, what you already said. That's also something that sometimes it's hard to
Mhm.
get it to the right people in the right way without them thinking that that is just too good to be true. That must be a scam or fraud or all that stuff.
And so true because when I first came across it, that's what I
Yeah.
thought. I'm not gonna lie, I saw my friend's post and I was like, oh. And then because I had followed her from an MLM, right? So I
Yeah.
was like, oh, here's another MLM. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I just watched her, and over the course of a month, I'm like, oh wait, this something's different here.
Oh,
So I
wow. Yeah.
reached out to her and had a conversation with her. And I was like, okay, I'm going to give you my email. I want to see this blueprint. And so I went in and I looked at the blueprint and stuff. And I went to my husband and I was like, okay, there's something different here. Like, this isn't an MLM. So that's a point, you
That's
know.
a good point. Very good point.
It has a step-by-step proven process that is working, and I'm seeing it work with my friend. Point. I don't have to create website or email campaigns or automations because it's done for me. Point. So I said to him, it's going to teach me how to create my own content in a digital platform, because I've always taught, but not digitally, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
So it's going to teach me how to do that. Point. And then wait, I get 4 done for me products that I can promote now while I'm creating my content. Point. I've always wanted to create a community for my learning environment. Point. So it's just like it started hitting all these points,
Yeah, yeah,
and she's delivered on every one of them.
absolutely. And what you also said, it's update it's updated every moment. Now we are going to get a new
2.0.
legacy builder program. I wasn't last night with the thing because I had my challenges and making my content and editing and all the stuff.
It's
So
okay. It's on today too. there's
what?
there's a call today.
Oh, it really? Is there a clock? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
there's a
thought.
call today.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think it's at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So 1 p.m. Central time. I don't know what that is,
Oh,
Netherlands.
I have to look.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So yes. So yes, absolutely. So always trying to make things better, not only for us, but for the people that continue to buy the program to start their own online business. I know that when people get in, they just are totally amazed
Yeah,
at,
true.
at what they have for a small one-time fee.
And no monthly cost. That is just almost not, it's almost unbelievable.
I know. I
No
know.
email marketing stuff and all, you have a lot of cost when you have your own online business.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I'm loving it. It sounds like you're loving it too. Ranjo, if you had to leave everybody with one thought, if they wanted, if somebody's like on the fence, right? They're thinking,
Yeah.
oh, maybe I want to get into Legacy Builder, but I'm just not sure. What
Yeah.
advice would you give them?
I would say what you actually already said. Time is the most precious thing we have in life. Don't hesitate. Don't doubt, because the doubting and the hesitating has brought you where you are right now in your current situation. So if you want to have something else, you need to think differently and do something differently. I love the quote of Einstein. He says, the what insanity means is keeping doing the same things over and over and over again and expecting a different result. So if you are watching right now, I'm talking to the camera. If you are watching right now and you think, yeah, I'm doubting, yeah, I want something different, but do something. It's here. I think it's the best step to take in your life to create another life. And don't hesitate, but step up and level up and raise your standards and just do it.
Yeah. I always say, what if this was what you've been looking for?
Yeah.
And, so absolutely. Oh, Ranja, I have had the best time in this conversation. And I want to thank you
Thank you.
so
Me
much
too.
for talking to my audience. So everybody, I just want to say thank you so much for another edition. And I hope you all have a blessed day.
Thank you. And have a great day. Bye bye.